little ground game here with the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. First down, he'll drop to throw. Shark's got it, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And on the ground they go with the running back. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there. Here we go, 47, 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here we go, 46. Get out. Under. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 198. 26.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Gun. Here we go. 198. Here we go. 46. 26.
On play action, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. 198. Gun. Hey, 47. Here we go. 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Here we go. Wide eight.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Prescott going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and get to the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On second down, Michelle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Woo. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Set. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go. 1-8. Check 20. Start there, over here. Start there. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. 1, 8. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check flight 54. Woo. Good. Go, go, go. Get out there. Get out there. Here we go. 46. Hey, 47. 46.
Here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here you go. Here you go. 180. 160.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
46, 46. 26.
Prescott now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
46. 46, 46.
Third and long for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here we go. 180. Gun. Here we go. 46. 41's the will. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
26.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, 47. 47. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. 46. 46.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
47.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
There we go, kill.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he knocks it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. He'll look to throw. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. Touchdown, Jaguars! Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here go 46. 26.
Prescott to throw this time. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Michelle. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in, even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
On play action, they'll throw. Going deep for Moncrief. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 61 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And running with power here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, a 22.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. Hey, 47. Here we go, 47. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
A give. This is Michel. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And it's Michel once again, spinning away. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
It's coming now. 47. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On the toss, here's Michelle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Hey, 47. Hey, here we go.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michelle in the final minute, and the Patriots have moved out in front.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do?
He's got it at the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in. So for New England, they get back in the win column as they move to